What's up, everybody? It's your boy Scoop Dog. This is just a quick breakdown of pretty much my theory of why I think James Gunn's choice to go with the brave and the bold Batman for his DCU is the right choice. Now, based on every iteration that we've gotten so far, which stems from Michael Keaton's to Val Kilmer, George Clooney, right on down to Christian Bale, Robert Pattinson's Batman, Matt Reeves, another extremely grounded version of Batman that, much like Nolan's interpretation of Batman, is heavily grounded, and Ben Affleck. The difference between these Batmans is that one was not very faithful to the comics, and we got that in the Tim Burton's Batman. Then with Christian Bale, we had a great adaptation of the Dark Knight story, but very, very grounded version of it, where even the Joker and Bane were grounded. And it's like, how do you make Bane grounded? Like he just doesn't get bigger. There's no fantastical aspects of it whatsoever. And then the way we were introduced to Ben Affleck's Batman was a very dark, violent version of that was later on trashed with Joss Whedon's Justice League, which made him more comical. But even with that Batman, we got to see him take on Darkseid, parademons. So for this DCU version of Batman, seeing the world that James Gunn has already created with Superman, Creature Commandos, Peacemaker, and the upcoming Supergirl and Green Lantern. We haven't seen Lanterns yet, but this is an alien true detective that we're getting. How would a Batman fit in there? So watching a couple of episodes, and I haven't read the comics yet, but I love the artwork. I love the covers for them. I definitely am going to read them. But watching the animated series and seeing those covers for the classic Brave and the Bold issues that featured Batman, there's something very unique about each one of them. And it is the pairing of Batman with the least expected characters, putting him in these weird, fantastical situations that I can only see happening in the world that James Gunn has created for his DCU. Any other iteration of Batman would absolutely not work at all. Imagine Robert Pattinson's Batman petting crypto. It makes no sense whatsoever. So to see Batman in this kind of crazy world where you can have these over-the-top villains but still maintain a level of badassness, because James Gunn said, my Batman isn't going to be no pussy. I want to see that. I want to see him pairing up with Plastic Man. I want to see him pairing up with Green Arrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, James Gunn using this version of Batman is very smart. Now, and I have faith in the writer. A lot of people, I can't remember her name, but the writer of Bumblebee and a few DCU flops, but DCEU flops. But regardless, I think under his guidance, him revising the scripts and giving them direction on what he wants, I think we'll get something really awesome. And as we saw from The Flash, which I know a lot of people didn't like, is very divisive, but that portrayal of Batman with the gray and blue suit and just the way it's all shot in a kind of campy yet action-packed way, I think that's a refreshing take on Batman that we need. Now, I'm going to jump back into my watching of Brave and the Bold. I'm almost finished season 1. Can't wait to run through season 2. There's 3 seasons of this. This is freaking awesome, man. What do you guys think? If you've watched watched the cartoon, or you've read the comic, man, what do you want to see? What would be your fantasy Brave and the Bold scenario? Because we know, we've already seen how many characters James Gunn managed to squeeze into Superman. So who do you think we can see in Brave and the Bold? Get in the comments. Let me hear your thoughts. Let's get this going. Catch you on the next vibe. Peace.